What is up, you guys? It's Sab. So before I get into this video, there's something really important that I want to just address right away. We are about a week away from the annual transformation challenge, and I just think it's really important for everyone to hear this. If you're going to participate in this transformation challenge, do it for the right reasons. Do it for you. I am a competitive spirit, so naturally I want to win, but that's not really my goal this time. My goal this time is just to focus on being a better version of myself for 8 weeks and utilizing kind of the requirements of the transformation challenge to get to that level. So to each their own, but I think it's really important that you guys take care of yourself and that you put yourself first and that you make this about your own transformation and not what Sally Sue at your OTF is doing. You know, you don't need to be competitive with somebody who you know is going to be aggressive with this. Like, I just think this could be something that is really unhealthy if you don't listen to yourself and give yourself some love. So that's basically it. Let's get into the facts. I think that's it. What is up, friends? It is Sab, also known as #Sab, here on YouTube and on Instagram. And today we're going to be talking about the official Orange Theory Transformation Challenge, like the one that a majority of the studios participate in. Before I get into anything though, we literally need to stop what we're doing right now. If you have not already signed up for it, you are almost too late, and some of you may not even get it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop now. Let's call our studios, make sure we're on the list, and then we'll continue on with this video. Hey guys, it's Sab. All right, so first and foremost, let's talk about facts. So the actual transformation challenge, at least in 2020, is going to start on January 20th, and it's gonna go 8 weeks out until March 15th. Now the weeks are run in a Monday through Sunday platform, and they want you to work out at least 3 times a week. With that being said, they will not allow and will disqualify you if you do more than 1 workout a day. So you could do a workout every single day, 7 days a week, until the transformation finishes, which I don't recommend that because your body needs time to heal and recover. And really, if you're looking to lose weight, it needs time to heal and recover to lose the weight. It's just gonna hold on to things, and it's gonna be not a good situation. Now the plus, which this is gonna be great for me, is that you actually only have to take 3 of those classes for 6 of the weeks, meaning you have 2 weeks where you can kind of do what it is that you please. And the reason why I'm saying that's gonna work out well for me is because I'm actually going to Mexico in the middle of this. It was a pre-planned trip. I had no idea it was going to interfere with the transformation challenge, but I'm doing it. And unfortunately, I'm going to be gone Monday through Sunday, so I'm going to miss an entire week's worth of Orange Theory. One of the other things that's going to be required is photos and weigh-ins. So this is a weight loss transformation, and the winners will win based on percentage loss. Each studio will pick a top female and a top male, and they will win a grand prize. And then other studios will participate in a second and third prize winner for each category that'll be less than. Now, Orange Theory, the website doesn't list an exact price for the top winners, but I know like my studio is getting $500 for the top winner in each category, and then I think it's $250 for the second place person and $100 for the third place person. So I would check with your studio just to find out what the grand prize and prizes are so that you're, you know, well aware of what you're working for. Orange Theory is going to require 3 different photo sessions. They want you to wear tight-fitting clothing so that they can actually capture your transformation while you're going through it. Now, if you watched my friend Andrew Coleman Smith's live chat about this, you heard that I shared with him that each studio is going to be different as far as price range. So if you are going to be weighing in on a bathroom scale, it's going to cost you about $25. And if you're going to be weighing in on the new in-body scans, if your studio is lucky enough to have one of those, it's going to cost you about $35. Again, these are all studio specific, so I would check with your studio just to make sure that you're getting the accurate information for your own transformation challenge. According to the website, when you weigh in, you will need to be witnessed by 2 different staff members. So that's going to be quite interesting, but that's a fact. I think I've given you everything that you need to know to participate in this year's challenge. The one thing I will know is that if you have already participated and won, keyword won, you were the winner, You can still participate in the challenge, however, you can't win. And you might be asking yourself, why in the hell would I literally participate in a challenge if I can't win? There's a ton of reasons, so let's go over them. I think one of the most important things that you need to come up with before you even think about starting this challenge is, what is your why? Why do you go to Orange Theory? Why are you working on your fitness? Why are you trying to become a better you? If your why is not strong enough, you will not succeed in this challenge or in your fitness journey or health journey in general. So it's really important to have a substantial why before doing anything extreme like this. Some other things to take into consideration: are you solely doing this to be competitive and win? I know there are people out there like that, and to be honest, I am one of those people, but I'm gonna give myself the benefit of the doubt that I'm gonna work as hard as I can in the next few weeks, but I want whatever changes that come to mind in this journey in these 8 weeks to be sustainable. If I do something drastic that's gonna get me that $500 check or whatever it is that my studio is giving away, then I may not really value what I go through in this journey, and it might be a lot harder for me to get through, whereas that reward's not going to be as rewarding in the end. Now, if I do something that's sustainable and long-term and I win, that is just going to feel amazing. So before you think about taking the competitive route and just ripping that from the winner, I would really think about like what this transformation can do for you in your journey, to kickstart things, to really get you motivated, and to kind of deep dive into the better version of yourself. I know lots of members at my studio that are at their goal weight. They don't have a ton of body fat to lose, but they use this transformation challenge to keep them consistent with their workouts for the entire 8 weeks, to fine-tune their nutrition, get back on track. You have to realize that this is the perfect time to get back on track. I don't know about you, but I just experienced a ton of sweets and holiday foods and everything else. And this is just a really great way for me to refocus on my nutrition, because it's a new year and we've bypassed all of the important holidays. And now we can just kind of have a clean slate and start focusing on our nutrition so that we can get back into the groove of things. Through the holidays, in addition to eating foods, our routine is all shaky. We're going over to different family members' houses. We have different days off from work. We're working longer hours, shorter hours. It's just, all of it is a jumble. So just make sure that you're thinking about the fact that this is a kickstart to the new you. And kudos to you if you don't need to have a kickstart because you've been going strong this entire holiday season. You're thebomb.com. Now, based on my research, and primarily all of this came from Reddit, so if you want more information, I will link just the Reddit thread below, but most of the previous winners actually lost weight by following the ever so popular ketogenic diet. If you're not familiar with keto, it's a high-fat, low-carb diet, and it essentially is supposed to boost your metabolism and get your body from burning carbs for energy to fat for energy. So if you've got fat to lose, it's supposed to burn that fat off. Quite interesting to hear that. And I think that if you can do keto and sustain it for a long period of time, then that might be something great for you to look into. From my own experience, it wasn't something I could do long term. So again, kind of going back to that, what is going to be sustainable for you in the long term? And I know there's tons of people that have followed keto and have been doing it for decades, and I think it can be something that is life-changing if you can stick to it and follow it. But I did find that several of the previous winners did follow the ketogenic plan in order to lose weight. So that's kind of interesting. Now, with more of my Reddit research on previous members and past times of transformation challenges, I also found a lot of interesting information. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section below if any of your studio is doing any of this. But there were a few members that had said they had to actually complete food logs, and that they were designated a coach, and they had to turn their food logs into their coaches each week, which I thought was really interesting. To the best of my knowledge, when you do like a coach consultation, which if you're not familiar with that, it's you basically sign up with the coach and they sit down and they talk to you about your Orange Theory fitness goals. I have done a couple of them, and I have found that they're not really even allowed to talk about nutrition, so I find it interesting that you would have to submit food logs. I also saw that other members were talking about having nutritional classes. They were actually holding classes at their Orange Theory Fitness studios for members to kind of understand and learn. Now, some of this information was from 2019, but I also also found a lot of contradicting information saying that Orange Theory Fitness has essentially gone away from all of that in 2019. So if your studio is doing any of these kind of crazy things like nutritional classes or designating you a coach for the transformation challenge or making you fill out food logs or anything that I have not mentioned in this video, I would love to hear below. I also would love to hear where you're from, if you're doing the transformation challenge, and what your why is. If you guys enter that down below, I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway. So if you're not familiar, I do have my own Etsy shop and I make Orange Theory-esque themed things, but also just anything with custom vinyl. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the transformation challenge. So make sure you guys comment down below if you guys want to be entered in that. Now, if you guys watched last week's video at all, which I will link it above, it's essentially been my 10-month plus journey without dieting and Orange Theory. So I also mentioned in that video that I was doing the transformation challenge, and I am. And I also talked about sharing with you guys what I was going to do nutrition-wise. So I'm actually still going to go down the intuitive eating route. I put a lot of thought in it, and I'm not quite ready to jump on any sort of diet, but what I am going to be doing is being a lot more mindful with what I'm eating, choosing better options. I know what makes me feel a certain way. I know I have to cut back on sugar and alcohol and slightly on carbs. I mean, if you know anything about me, you know that egg whites and white rice is like my favorite breakfast snack. Like, it's literally, I love it. I love it more than like most fast food. So there's certain things I don't want to cut on my diet, and carbs is one of them, but I will cut back. For this challenge, I will cut back. So my ultimate goal is to really slim down. I have focused a ton on building muscle and really just being consistent with my routine. So throughout this next 8 weeks, my goal is to kind of slim down so I can see more progress in my body. And I want to share that with you guys on this journey. So if you guys would like to see what I eat in a day videos, just to see how I'm staying on track, let me know as well below, and I will definitely share that with you guys. I will be filming about 1 video a week to kind of check up on the transformation challenge, see how you guys are doing, tell you how I'm doing, and all that jazz. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the bell notification on, and I will see you guys in my next video.